Good afternoon. It is Monday, March 18th. It is currently 6:26 in the evening, and I am headed out to get to work. Tonight there's a Kings game going on right now. The game's going to start in about half an hour. I'm going to miss the drive to the game, but that's all right. I will be ready for the drive after the game. And we're heading down to the grid right now as we speak to get things going, but I'm going to turn the app on now, and right now I do have all my parameters in Para are active as far as geographic locations go. Everything else is set the same as it was last time I drove. So 250 auto accept is on for Uber. Anything less than $1 per mile gets declined automatically. Anything between $1 and $2.50 is up to me. And I'm going to turn the app on basically just to see if I get a ride or something going down that way towards downtown, or something in the neighborhood or whatever. And if I do, great. If I don't, that's fine. Once I get down there, if I don't get anything, I will turn off all the geolocations out this way right now, and we will just focus in on downtown, and we'll see how it goes. This is a Monday. I typically don't drive on Mondays just because, but there's a game tonight, so I figured I'd give it a shot and see what happens tonight. Pretty low expectations as far as how the night's going to turn out, so hopefully I'll just be pleasantly surprised at the end. But we'll see what happens. There's only one way to find out, and that's to get out here and turn the app on and drive around and see what comes at me. So without further ado, let's turn this on. We'll go online and we'll get started. And there we are. We are live. If I get a ride, I'll click it back on here and update at that point in time. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna cruise on down the road here towards downtown and see what happens. So stay tuned. I will be back. Forgot to mention, started the night with 82% on the battery, and I bet you that's behind me. I'm gonna bet that's behind me. I think I'm gonna let that one go. I have a strong feeling that's gonna be behind me because I'm already pretty deep. Yeah, that's behind me and going the opposite direction, and only for $1.01 a mile. So I'm gonna pass on that one, and we'll let that one go away. If it's ahead of me, I'm gonna take it probably if it meets the criteria, but I'm not gonna go backwards. I don't like the fact the app does that all the time. So we're gonna let that one slide. All right, back to driving downtown, and I will update in a little bit. Yes, thank you. Got our first ride and just got off the freeway, and here we are. First ride to go. All right, so we're gonna go pick up Natalie and get started tonight. And for some reason, something's going on with Para right now. It's not loading, and I don't know why. So I just uninstalled it, and I'm gonna have to reinstall it. But if worst case scenario, I wonder if Para is no more, which would be tragic. So we're gonna have to find out and see what happened, because right now it's not opening. It's not even. It's just not opening. It's just hung up on the front screen. The first time I did it, it had an error and it said to retry, and the second and third times I've tried it, it hasn't gone anywhere past the opening screen. So this could be problematic. All right, I'm gonna go pick up Natalie, drop her off, and then I will come back and update and try to figure out what we're gonna do with Para. So stay tuned. Be back. All right, quick update. So I'm in the airport queue right now. I just got here, and I don't think I'm going to hang out here for very long, just because the queue is super long. But I'm going to take some time to go through Para again, because I had to uninstall it, reinstall it, uninstall it again, and then reinstall it, and now it's back up and working. Finally, it looks like. So let's go take a look. Wow, I even dropped it out of there. Let's see. Yep. So we are back up and running. I'm gonna skip that for now. Yeah, wow, wiped out all my stuff. All right, well, I gotta get this thing set back up again and get rolling with it. So I'm gonna take some time to do that, and then I'm gonna probably head out of here and head back down to the grid, because I don't want to wait in this queue. It's way too long. There's way too many cars here right now. And right now there's only 10 flights that come in the 8 o'clock hour, and then everything's between 9 and 10. and the game will be over, letting out probably about 9:30, and I'd rather do those rides than wait here for this because it's a waste of time. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to get this set up, and then I'll be back out and rolling around, so I'll update here in a little bit. Well, I was about to leave, and then all of a sudden there was like a mass exodus out of here with cars moving, and now there's like no one hardly in the queue right now, or at least I'm at the top of the queue, so I'm gonna wait and see what happens. I did just get a ride that was going to Davis, which is definitely not ideal, and it was only a $19 ride for, actually it was an $18.81 to go 20 miles basically, which is not what I want. So we'll see. I don't know. I may have to eat a ride. What I don't want to do is go to Roseville or Elk Grove or Davis for that matter, because it's just not where I want to be. That would end my night basically. If I had to go out to Roseville or Rockland, driving back into town at that point in time would almost be pointless. But we'll see what happens here. As you can see right now, I'm at the top of the queue for every category, and I'm sure there's some more flights coming in. In fact, I can see them lined up here to come in on final. So I know there's more planes coming in, which means more rides, so we'll see what happens. But fingers crossed, man, I don't get a shitty ride out of here and have to eat it, but we'll see what happens. This is why I hate sitting in this queue, because it's just too unpredictable. It's a Para. I was able to get the app to work, but now it's having difficulties linking back to the Uber app right now. It won't link up, so something's up with the app. I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know if it's the Uber app that's blocking it because they're onto it. I just don't know. Maximo is working great. It's the Para app right now that's having difficulties, and I mean, I can work off Maximo without having Para, but I would obviously prefer to have Para just because I want the geographic restrictions that Para brings to the table. But if I don't have them, I'm just gonna have to be really selective. What I might do is limit the distance on Maximo to make them shorter trips within Maximo that'll only accept a shorter trip, to optimize the dollar per mile that way. That might be my workaround without Para, so we'll have to see. But right now I might take that one. There we go. All right, that's a doable ride right there. That's decent. I'll take that. All right, we're gonna go pick up Lila and get out of here, so I'll be back. This is why I like Para, because Para keeps me out of places like this. And this is what happens when you don't have it. You end up here in this area where I don't want to be. And now I got to get out of here. I'm down in the south area, way further south than I want to be. And with Para, if it was working, I wouldn't be down here because it would have kicked this stupid ride out. And but now here I am. So now I'm gonna have to deadhead it back up into town where I want to be, and just try to be super selective with what comes through as far as rides. But man, I hate being down here because I know I'm not gonna get another ride out of here. That's a given. So now I'm stuck here driving back into town where I want to be, and it's a pain in the ass. I tried to log on to Para, but it would not. It wasn't like accepting my credentials to link the account. It wiped out because I had to remove the app and reinstall the app. All my settings that were in there are gone, and now I have to redo all those settings in there. But in the meantime, it won't allow me to link the Uber account into a Para, which is essential. And without that ability, it's pretty much useless right now until that gets fixed. So I think tomorrow I might have to see if I can find something, if they have any information on their website, or if I can call them to find out what the hell's going on, because something's up. And it kind of ticks me off because, as I said, that's like an integral part of my strategy is that app. and the ability to filter the rides based on geographic restrictions is huge. Where's that going? That's 8.7 miles away. So look at that. That's where I want to be. I want to be up there, but god damn it, I'm down here right now. And now I got to get out of this stupid neighborhood and get back onto Florin Road and get to the freeway and get the hell out of here. But that is proving to be more difficult than easy at this point in time. Although I think if I make a left here, I'm going to make it out of here. Oh well, I got to figure this out. And look, there's another one. See that right there? That's from the basketball game getting out right now. And if I take that, there's no way that I'm gonna get up there in time. They're gonna cancel that before I can even get there. I guarantee you. Yep, that one's gone. Let's see if another one comes in, and I'll try to accept it to see what happens. But I think I'll get kicked because I'm too far south right now to get up there in time to get them. I should have taken that last ride is really what I should not have done. Oh well, I'm gonna have to work my way through this right now, but overall it's been a pretty decent night. Been moving. I haven't had any really breaks in action, so to speak. It's been pretty consistent, which is pretty good. The rides have been really decent paying rides too. I haven't had very many smaller rides. They've been actually pretty decent rides, so I'm expecting to have some good money at the end of the night because of it. But the lack of para is really impacting me when it comes to some of these rides. So I'm gonna have to figure that out, be a little bit more selective and not just hit accept on everything because I don't have para to kick it out, which is, excuse me, one of the great things about it. So anyway, I'll if anything happens significantly, I'll update. Otherwise, I may just update when I get back to the garage, but we'll see what happens. In the meantime, I got to make my way back up into town to start catching some of these rides, because right now I'm missing out, and that's ticking me off. So I'm going to focus on getting back up there, and I will update in a little bit. All right, back in the garage, and that is a wrap on the night. Pretty decent night overall. I was busy. I only got slow at the very end, which is kind of not surprising just because there's not a lot of bar action going on a Monday night. There's still people at bars, but not like a Thursday or Friday or Saturday, but it wasn't bad. I was busy, consistent, and I can't complain about that. The only thing I will complain about is the lack of para, and it was really evident that para is a vital part of my strategy, and if I can't get it to work, if there's some sort of glitch with the app, yeah, that's gonna suck for a while till they get it fixed. So hopefully it gets fixed soon. I'm gonna look into it a little bit more tomorrow. I'm not driving tomorrow night, which would be Tuesday. I will be on the road again Wednesday night, Thursday night, maybe Friday night, we'll see. But once that happens, this week will be my last week of the month. I'll be gone for the last week of the month, so I won't be back until the beginning of April. So that'll be, I'm hoping that I'm going to drive Friday night. Frankly, it depends on the weather for Saturday, but we'll see what happens. But overall, good night. So with that, let's turn off Xmo first. So let's do that, which will take Uber offline for me. All right, let's look at some numbers. Whoa, let's go back. All right, let's look at the numbers. There you go. That's not bad, 18 trips. At one point in time, I was averaging about $10 per trip, and then I got some small ones, and that kind of threw it out. But still, 18 trips for $169, that's pretty good. I'll probably get a couple tips here overnight tomorrow morning, and then that'll bump that up a little bit. So it'll be almost $9 per ride on an average. I'll take that any day. That's good. Finished the night with 35% on the battery. Again, started at 82, I think is what I said. I'll put that up here as well as all the other averages for today. And that's it. As I've said before, if you're watching this, please click the subscribe button for me. I would really like to get up 500 to 1,000 subscribers, And considering that 88% of you are watching this video are not subscribed, we got some room to grow here, and I would really appreciate it. And if there's anything you want me to talk about specifically, maybe about Maximo or even pair or driver strategy or anything like that, please leave a comment. Happy to answer comments, and if you have any video suggestions, I'm happy to do that as well. But in the meantime, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Thanks.